Hello, hello. So it is a good afternoon here in the UK and good morning in the US. So thank you for all who are watching us live or who's going to watch the replay. For those who don't know me and for the benefit of Janet's page, I'm Dr. Susie Jacob. I am a general practitioner, which is a primary care physician. I believe that's what you call them in the States. Here in the UK, and I live here with my husband, who's a chef, and my teenage daughter. And I go once a week live on my page, do interviews with different various people in our community. We are now over 200,000 people successfully doing this business in our community in just within 7 years, which is an amazing thing in the online space. So, and I've been, it's been a wonderful journey for me. For me, my personal benefit, when I joined the business, I was doing about, I was sharing this with Janet. I was doing about 5.5 days a week, and now I've cut down to about 3.5 days a week. And my husband's quit his full-time job. He's mostly at home, but he does freelancing. And and this is all within just 20 months, 21 months into the business. So it's been an amazing journey. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce my guest today. Hello, Janet. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone. I am doing great. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you. And to all the viewers who are going to be watching the replay or who are here right now on this live interview, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for tuning in. Yes.
Oh, Janet, thank you for coming. So, just for the benefit of our audience, Janet, if you can just introduce yourself, what you do, and another thing, why you joined the business, really.
Yes, sure. So, yes, before anything else, let me introduce myself. My name is Janette Go. I am a mother of two beautiful girls. I am a devoted wife, and I am a dialysis nurse by profession. I am originally from the Philippines and currently living in New Jersey, USA. I've been a nurse for over 20 years now. So I started as a nurse way back when I was still in the Philippines, and because of the desire to have a greener pasture, so we've been migrating from one country to the other, you know um looking for a better future, right? So yes, and I am proudly a digital business owner. So I am doing this business on the side, on top of my nursing job. So I joined this business over 2 years ago, November of 2021. So it's a little bit over 2 years. Yes, I started this because I've been working like I reached like you know 100 hours, and back then I go like to 140 hours for 2 weeks, because I love working. I love working, and then we do like working in dialysis, 3 shifts, 4 shifts a day, 14 to 16 hours a day, right? So I it came to the point that I realized in 2021, after pandemic, I had this medical condition, and I stopped working for 2 months, and that's the very first time that happened to me. And as an immigrant here in the United States, you will be scared, you will be worried for not earning something for 2 months. Can you imagine, guys? And then your bills are left and right. So this is the most reason, the valid reason why when I stayed home for 2 months, I was like, there should be something. There must be something that I need to do, because I cannot just be working as a nurse for the rest of my life. I cannot imagine the stress, the you're burned out, you're drained. Okay, I know, to all of you who are listening right now who are working in the medical field, I know how it is, working in the healthcare industry, right? So I'm not saying, because as me as a nurse, I know we earn a decent amount of money, yes, but as an employee, you're working for someone else's clout. You cannot have your own time. You cannot schedule, if you want to go on vacation, you cannot just say, okay, I want to go on vacation. And if your boss will not allow you, then you cannot go. So this is what brought me in this amazing, incredible business opportunity. I never had any experience. I know nothing about it, but because I have big dreams for myself and for my family, and I really wanted to change something in my life after this medical condition happened. So I took the leap of faith. I don't know anybody in the business. In fact, I signed up for someone who I do not know. Uh, my yes, she's coming from India, but again, I have big dreams for myself and for my family. I took action. I took action because I was like, I needed something. So yeah, this is, and other than that, I needed a side hustle. I needed something extra. I needed, to earn extra so I can like cut down on my nursing job, so I don't have to work like 4 or 5 days a week. Okay, so yes, there's so many reasons actually, right?
Yeah, yeah, so amazing story. Wow. That's, you said 140 hours in 2, that's about 70 hours a week. It's crazy. That
Mm.
is really, like, when I think I've worked maximum, maybe like 50, 52 hours. And that time I was going crazy. And when I do 52, then you're scared. You always feel, have I done the right? I was always then anxious. Oh, did I do something wrong? And you're always, checking yourself. Have I made a mistake? And for us, as healthcare professionals, if you make a mistake, you can, lives are affected.
Yeah,
Either they die or there's be a serious medical issue, isn't it? And you can't afford that. And
right,
that's the thing. Even though people say, oh, why as a doctor, why as a nurse in America, I know you pay, you're better paid than here in the UK, much better paid than the UK. And, they ask, why should you be doing, aren't you getting enough money? Yes, we do get money, but you have to trade your time for that money. And another thing is, as long as you are an employee, you will be taxed as an employee. Like for me, I was doing those crazy hours and I came back crying once because one month I got taxed about £1,000. Can you imagine having £1,000 less than what your salary is?
right.
I was literally crying. And then I called up, our taxman here, it's called HMRC, and they said, oh no, you are a higher bracket, and we taxed you less before, so I said, okay, if you're doing that, do it over several months. Don't just tax just one month. Like, it's some people's salary, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like saying, these people don't even care. They don't care how I'd survive. And literally, I was crying that month. And then I was like, why am I working this hard for someone else to take my money?
Exactly.
It's terrible. And that's when the difference is, when you are your own boss. Now,
Right.
the number of things that's tax deductible, you go on, I went on 5 holidays that last year, and I did business related work also during the holiday. And because I did a bit of business, which is like taking photographs, videos, or whatever, it's all tax deductible. New clothes, which you buy for some, like an ad or whatever you do, part of digital marketing, everything, like backdrops, like the one which is behind me, it's all tax deductible. So, and I use the same backdrop for work because I work from home consulting with patients. Doesn't matter. I use my business part of it to get it tax deducted.
Hmm.
And you save a lot more money by
Right.
just owning a business. It is just incredible. And you work less hours. When I started, I was doing six days a week. Obviously, it's not like I had all the time in the world to do the business, and I just used, an hour maximum a day to actually do the business, and that's how I worked around. So, how did you manage? Because you were mentioning 70 hours a week. So, and there might have been, when you started the business, you were still working long hours at times. So, how do you manage your time? In this business?
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, I have encountered like people who are inquiring, and then they're like, "Oh, I have no time for that. I'm so busy." That's always the excuses, right? But for myself, I still believe in like the saying that if there's a will, there's a way. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know we're all busy. That's always the excuses. But if you really want to change something, you will find your time. Like there's a lot of people out there who are scrolling on their social media for nonsense things. For myself, I do that before, to be honest with you. But because of this business, and I have big dreams. I needed something, and I needed to have this business, because when I found out that this is the one that I was looking for, I was like, this is it. I need to take ownership of this business. And if even if I'm working in my full-time job, I know that I needed to take time. I only like take 1 to 2 hours a day. So when I get home, I sit on my laptop or do something or whatnot. It's not like a mandatory. You schedule on your own time. Like, this is what we call the business that works whenever and however you want. So how I manage it, like on my, like for example, on my break time at work, I do my business. You can do that one too. So it doesn't have to be like the whole hour. You can do it like in minutes that you're free. So you just have to manage your time. And then if you needed to do something important, then you just have to block, on your like a certain time of the day if you needed to do something. So for me, it's not a valid reason. It's not a valid excuse to say, "Oh, I'm so busy and I don't have time for that." No, because this business, again, like what Susie said, you are your own boss. So you manage your own schedule. You manage your own time, right? So and then yeah, like I said, I go home and then I take like 1 hour or 2 hours out of my busy day after work. But and plus, before before I got into the business, I go home, I'm tired, and do nothing. Right now, because I have this strong desire to have this business, I have that energy. I have that energy that I know that this business will take me to the life that I deserve, that I want. Then I need to do something, and I need to take time to exert effort to work, to have this business work for me. Yeah, so that's it. And then at home, if you say, okay, I have two girls, they're 23 and 24, so they pretty much like independent. So we have business partners also that have small kids. It's also not an excuse, because they have their time 24/7 at home to do the business while they enjoy their family time. They enjoy their time with their kids. So again, you just have to have that, like, time management, you know um and you work, whenever you're free. Yes. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I agree with you. I liked what you said. You should really, more than want, you should feel like you need it. So for me, also, I came to the point where I was so frustrated with the taxman. I felt like I was working for nothing and getting nothing because I was taxed excessively. And then during COVID, my husband was not working because he was supposed to switch jobs. We didn't get any help from the government, like a furlough scheme, nothing. So I was working by on my own. And for me, it was not just I wanted a change, I needed a change. So first of all, it's getting from what, everyone wants. Okay, we want to be able to go on those luxury holidays. It's like that for me. There were years when I didn't go on a holiday because I just was fed up to work even more extra shifts to just cover those holidays. And because I my husband was working full time, we had full time, live-in nannies, which is not cheap. So for us, our expenditure was so high. You'd think why you needed this. This was like working nights, days, and I I needed someone, and my daughter at that time was very small. So we needed someone to be in the house, isn't it, when we are working such long hours?
Yes.
And yeah, so for me, it was a need that I needed a change. Not that I wanted a change, I needed. That's
Right.
number one. And like what you said, when I started, I didn't have the luxury of, I worked up to 6 days a week, average five and a half, but 6 days, up to 6 days. What I do even now is sometimes if I have to go into work in the morning, I I do some 15 minutes or something, quickly look into the business, then go into work. Then, during my lunch hour, if because we have training, weekly trainings and masterminds and things like that, sometimes what I do is I put all those things and the training and all in the background while I do my paperwork, like when I do my documents, filing in bloods and all those sort of things. I listen. And like what you say, if there's some particular part in the mastermind, no, I have to fully focus on that. I look at, okay, which part is it, from what time to what time? Then I'll come back home, and it's just that small part maybe I'll have to give my full concentration on. And then that's what you do during while you're working. Through lunch you do that. Then when I came back home, I take a bit of rest, and then again I work a bit. So even though I was working an hour and a half in the business every day, people wonder, oh, if you work 6 days, how can you do an hour and a half? But this is how I do, and even now this is how I do. So I break it into pockets of time during my day. And instead of, before and all, when you're having lunch, you go and chit chat with people. And I understood there's no point chit chatting, because all you'll do is you'll be complaining about how hard work is, how unfair things are. We've not got a pay rise. You you talk about the government, they're not doing anything, and all. And it's I found out all those chit chats are negative, and I didn't want anything negative. I was laser focused, and even now I am. So if there's a chit chat like that, I actually avoid myself going, and I'm like more focused on, okay, I can't do anything about the government. I can't do anything about inflation. I can't do anything about my workplace giving me a pay rise or not giving me a pay rise. But what I can do is take action and start it. And that's when I started a business. Now I'm in control, and I don't want to hear to that negative chit chat, because I found a way.
Yes.
And that's that negativity, isn't it? So I don't like the negative vibes. So I just stick to what I'm doing, do my work, listen to the, motivational stuff and all this in the background. And that's leading me to where I want to see myself. And because of this business, I can see myself retiring in the next few years if I wanted to. I don't think I will, because I love my job. I don't think I will. I keep telling myself, oh, I can retire. And I don't. I say that I don't think so. I'll
Yeah,
retire.
yeah, yeah.
Do some hours at least.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too. I'm not saying that I'm totally gonna leave nursing, because yes, that's my passion too. The only thing is, I needed to cut down my hours
Yes.
so
Yeah.
that I don't have to work like 4 to 5 days a week or 14 to 16 hours a day. That's all. That's all that we want. We needed work life balance, right? So through this business, you will achieve work life balance, definitely. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So that was an amazing chat we had today, Janet. Was there any last words you wanted to tell our audience about before we conclude this live?
um yes, so once again, to all of you who are watching right now for this live interview, and to those who are going to be watching the replay, um hear me now, okay? There is a reason why you are here right now. So, this business is truly a life changing opportunity. It's a wonderful, amazing opportunity that has changed so many people's lives. Truly, I didn't believe at this at the beginning. I was skeptical, and I respect that feeling, because I was once very skeptical at the beginning as well. But not until I took the leap of faith, and then I dig down and look into it deeper, and I proved that it's a legitimate business. It is tax registered with the government, and there is no selling involved. Okay, you don't have to sell anything. You don't need any experience. Okay, so this is for you. There's a reason why God brought you here right now, if you're listening. All right, this business will help. it helped me create a work life balance, lesser stress, right? Because you're loving what you're doing. You love what you're doing, and then this business is gold mine. It's a generational wealth. You can pass this on to your children later on. We have an excellent thorough training that is always available. You don't have to be tech savvy. Again, you don't need any experience. I had no business background. I have no experience, but I was able to run this business efficiently and successfully. Okay, you will earn a lucrative income in this business. The income is unlimited, right? We have like-minded people in our business community, even though we don't know each other. I don't know Susie. We are strangers from all over the world because this business is worldwide, but we connect each other because we have a very supportive community. Even though we don't know each other, we are helping each other up in order for us to succeed in this business. Okay, we have a weekly masterminds so that you will learn a lot of things. Me myself, I'm gonna talk for myself. I was able to, like, you know have this gratitude. I never had this before, to be honest with you. um, but I was able to develop gradually my personality.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
If you're able to. I am not a social media person. Yes, I am very shy, but right now I cannot imagine myself being in the camera talking to people, right? But because of this business, you are able to grow, you are able to get out of your comfort zone, you are able to push yourself forward and achieve the life that you want, you deserve. Okay, you wanted something for your family and for yourself. If you want to go on vacation without worrying about your finances, oh my god. I This year alone, we've me and my family was dreaming to go on a cruise, right? But it's only a dream before because it's so expensive, we cannot afford it. But because of this business, it allowed me and my family to go on a 10-day cruise to Caribbean.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Yes. So slowly, we're achieving our dreams because of this business. And it was impossible before. Again, I was able to pay off my car 1 year ahead because of this business. And again, it's not just about the money, okay? It's not only about the money. We are here to share this opportunity to all of you. We are here to help people, find out that there's this opportunity that could change your life and for your family. We are helping people here, okay? So again, if you're here listening to us, it's simply register your name and email. Simply register your name and email. The basic information of the business, you will get it for free. It's complimentary. You don't have to worry about anything. Just take a look into it deeper and see if it's something that you're interested in. If it's something that works for you, then it's for you. You have nothing to lose in this business but a lot to gain. Okay, so we have highly effective sales funnel that works for you 90%. Can you imagine, guys? Where can you find a business that you don't have to be there physically? Because we have this automated system that works for us in the background. Just like me, even if I'm working my nursing job, the business runs continuously in the background because of this amazing automated system. Okay, so again, take a look into this opportunity and see it for yourself. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think you've wrapped it up very nicely. It's amazing because every time when we are employed, we wait for our paycheck to come end of the month. This you can even this week I got paid, another blessing on the way, and things like that. And when those messages came on my phone, I was at work doing my like I was physically. It was a day. It was a Tuesday, so I was physically at work when the blessings came in. Obviously, it goes directly into your bank account and things like that, and it's amazing. It's absolutely life changing, I have to say. So, thank you once again, Janet. So, if any of you are interested to know more, contact myself or Janet, and we will be able to help you with regards to the next step. So just give yourself this opportunity. At least find out if this business is for you. It may or may not be for you, but what if it is for you and this was the life changing opportunity? And if once you miss this opportunity, you might just miss it for good. So please take action, do yourself a favor, and change your life and change the lives of those who are around you. You and your family deserve to be happy. You and your family deserve, to spend time together. And that's what this business has done for me. Janet has gone on a cruise. I went on 5 different holidays last year, all because of the business, where we then didn't have to do extra shifts to pay it back. So God bless, and thank you all for watching. Thank you,
Thank you,
Janet.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye bye
Bye.
now.